Okay. So, a third lesson that I have, a parable from the garden this morning, has to do with finding fruit. And it's a kind of an obvious one, but I have these peppers plants that have been looking so beautiful. They're so tall and leafy, and I've been really frustrated because every time I've gotten a chance to walk through them, I see all of the greenery and I see no flowers. And I can't help but think about the parable of the fig tree, where I'm just like, you look like you should be bringing forth peppers, but we are not finding peppers. What should I do for you? And so I bless my garden as I walk through it. And this morning, when I was going and getting those weeds that had managed to get close to my plants, I was pulling them away, and I could see at the bottom of the pepper plants that very certainly there are some large peppers. Quickly, all of a sudden, these plants that didn't look like they were bringing forth life at all had actually been stirring while the weeds were around, kind of shielding us from that visible fruit. And I think about that. When I think about that, I think about how sometimes it can seem like we're not growing, that whatever the weeds might be in the parallel can kind of shade us from what is actually happening deep within. And that in those things, there can be growth, and it can happen quickly. It's not truly overnight, but because they were shielded for different things happening in your life, you didn't realize that there was something growing there in you, some expectation and life that the Father was working on in the dark. And I know that's probably a common thought, but I just really appreciated it today when I pulled it back and I saw that on the bottom of the plant, where I hadn't been seeing flowers or any indication that life was really going to come forth, and I'd been thinking, these look like that fig tree that Messiah cursed, there really was fruit. So I just pray that we will have fruit in our lives, even when it feels like we're going through unfruitful periods. And that fruit that we really need to be concerned with is not health, wealth, and prosperity, but the fruit of the Holy Spirit: love, joy, peace, patience, gentleness, meekness, and self-control. May we endure to the end and through all things. Many blessings to you. Shalom.